Hey, Mike here with Mike's Bags, and today I'm reviewing the Justice by B3 Cornhole. I'll go ahead and jump in and start with the design, as always. And I'll be honest, when I first saw these bags, the design didn't really catch my attention, catch my eye. I was like, it's okay. But after I got the bag, started looking at them and really playing them, I think it actually fits the name perfectly, right? Justice, you've got the pillar right here in the B, you've got the feather pin. I think that all fits and ties in with the Justice theme. The back is like an alternate logo for B3. You've got the 3 Bs and Cornhole, B3 Cornhole. So all in all, I think the design is pretty simple, but it stands out. It's identifiable. I like it. I think I'm fine with it. I have no issues with it. If you don't like the design, the B3 does awesome custom work for you on their bags, so you can definitely get a custom set. They also have this in a couple other different colorways. I think it was a gray and like a red or orange as well. I don't know. They may have more. I can't remember for sure, but they do offer other color options other than the blue. Material-wise, we'll start with the slow side. This is that linen material that you see. There's quite a few of the bags out there. The Reynolds Victory has it on there. The Big Daddy Carnage, the Psycho X, Widow X all use it. There's quite a few bags that use this. I actually love this material for dry fast boards. When boards start getting fast, this is one of my favorite materials to pull out and play. It's a wonderful material. The downside to this is when boards start getting damp and sticky from humidity, it just moisture at all, this material just starts stopping and just isn't playable. But dry boards, fast boards, it's awesome. It's a 5-speed material, so it's very controllable. It's very versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. Fast side, this is the Viper fast side, same fast side that B3 uses on the Ranger. It's a 9-speed, it's very fast, it'll slide up any board conditions, it can push through any congestion on the board. It's a wonderful fast material. So you've got a 5 slow, 9 fast. Template wise, this is that sweet spot, mid-size template, 6x6, perfect square on this. It has that blended mixed fill that B3 uses. I think they use it in all their bags. I know it's the same fill they use in the Ranger, and a couple of the bags I have of them has this same blended fill. It's actually a really nice fill. It gives you the benefit of that flat disc, kind of that nice hand feel to it, but you get a little bit of that bead. To me, the bead is a little more hole friendly, so you get a little bit of that hole friendliness of those beads wanting to move inside there and cascade in the hole over just those discs that want to just flatten out and settle really well. The amount of fill, it's a decent amount of fill in here. So these two materials are pretty thin, very, very loose material. So when you compare these together, you're going to get a floppier bag just by nature. So you have some flop here, but it's still enough fill to give you a really solid hand feel. So it's not crazy floppy, it's not crazy full, it's kind of right in the middle. Now this bag does have that performance liner. If you saw the Ranger review I did, I talked about that liner. What it is, it's another material that's on the back side of this slow side material, and it's just it's a smoother, slicker material that's going to offer less resistance, less friction for the fill. So when the bag's hanging in the hole and you've got the fill in there that's moving, and typically when it wants to hang up on this slower material, you put that performance liner in there, and now it's got less to grab or hang on. It's going to want to keep sliding and moving a little more freer. In theory, make it a little more hole friendly. But one other thing it does, it gives the bag a fuller feeling. So you get the benefit of a looser bag, right? A looser bag typically is a little more forgiving. If you're a little off left or right, a looser bag, as it goes by, the corner will grab the hole and it wants to dip in and spin and drop in, where a fuller bag will tend to just want to slide over. So you get the advantage of that looser bag forgiveness around the hole, but typically fuller bags just feel better in the hand, right? A loose bag is all floppy, no one really likes that. A fuller bag gives you a more stable hand feel. So you get that fuller bag hand feel, you get the looser bag forgiveness, kind of the best of both worlds there. It's actually, I actually like that liner as far as the way it makes the bag feel. Now, playability on this. Again, this is a bag that's very versatile. You can run bags in the hole, put your 4 bags in, just go bag for bag, outscore your opponent. You can do that all day long with this bag, especially when boards are dry and fast. Like I said, I love this on fast boards. When boards get too fast to where, like say, a Ranger is just uncontrollable, I love to step down, have this bag there, so pull this out and play it. For me, I tend to play slower bags anyway, but on fast boards, this is just a wonderful material. I love it for blind draws because if I like to play a slower bag, but I get a partner who likes to play faster bags, it's a great compromise. They can play this, I can play this. We can both play our style of games. So you can run bags in the hole with this. It's also controllable enough. You can throw your blockers up there. You can dirty the board up. You can collect with it. You can push with it. The bag is full enough that it doesn't take much. Very easy to collect. Just catch the corner. It's going to go in. Actually, you can get a little more aggressive with your blocks and throw them a little more over on your opponent's side side, one side or the other, and have the confidence that you can come across and collect it without having to get really crazy with it. The bags these two materials are very hole friendly. Like that's the advantage you get on this linen material over the Surefire Slow. That Surefire Slow side is a 5-speed, just like this. That Surefire material tends to hang on the hole a little more. This doesn't. This material just wants to go in the hole. This bag wants to go in the hole. You can watch the videos. I had a lot of fun throwing it. Put a lot of bags in the hole. Absolutely loved it. So I do tend to like this linen material over that Surefire Slow side, just for the advantage you get on the hole friendliness of it. Now, the performance liner. It's something I've kind of wondered since I heard about this in this bag is, does it really make a difference, or is it just kind of a gimmick? And I have quite a few bags that have this same slow side. So what I did, I took 3 of those other bags that have the same slow side. I went out and I did simulated games. I basically threw 25 rounds. I did this bag versus each one of the other bags. I did 3 different games and just did 25 rounds, 100 bags of each, and just threw them and just kind of kept score and just seeing if I could see a difference. Now, granted, there's a lot of variables in there that I can't control. I mean, I tried to be as fair as possible. Right? I'm trying to put bags in the hole each time. I was trying to run bags in when I wasn't trying to play dirty style game one or the other. I was trying to run bags in the hole, just trying to see what kind of score I could put up there. And what I will tell you is, if you are throwing a 5 PPR, this bag is not going to make you throw a 9 or 10 PPR. It's not going to make that big of a. It's not going to turn an average player into a great player or a below average player into a good player. You're not going to gain that on there. But what I did find over the course of 100 bags, 3 or 4 or 5 of these bags that maybe should have hung on the hole. So the other bags that I threw, they would hang on the hole and just wouldn't go in. There were, 3 or 4 or 5 different times that this bag dripped in, or when I was hanging, my next bag came, just normally caught it and it just pulled it right in very easily. Where when the other bags were there, I'd throw it, it would just stay. 4 out of 100 isn't that big of a deal, except when you think of the course of a game. 100 bags, 25 rounds is not uncommon for a game to go that long, right? And if we're talking about 4 bags. Those 4 bags, it's a difference of 2 points, whether it's on the hole or in the hole. And let's just say those 4 rounds, each of those 4 rounds, it was a wash. But if you had this bag and it goes in, all of a sudden, each of those 4 rounds, you're getting 2 points. That's 8 points you get. And a game of 21, 8 points is huge. I mean, you win the game if you can gain an extra 8 points every game you play. Basically, you're saying you're starting out the game at 8 points. You're starting out 8-0. You're already up just because you have this bag with liner. You're already 8 points up over your opponent. That's huge. That's a big deal. And like I said, a game of cornhole to 21, and even if it's one bag that falls in that wouldn't without that liner, that's 2 points. 2 points can make a difference in a game. 3, 4 points. You're talking about between 1 to 3. It's enough of a difference to me that if I'm going to play a bag that has this material on it, I want to grab the B3. I want to grab the bag that has that liner in there, just because if I can, like I said, if I can just put one more bag in the hole that normally wouldn't go in, that can make the difference in me winning the game. So I think this liner is, again, it's not going to turn a average player into a great player. But what it does, if you're playing an opponent that you're evenly matched with, you're both throwing the same PPR, you're both matching shot for shot. This now gives you just that ever so slight edge that you need to beat that person consistently, right? And I think it's enough of a difference that it's worth getting. So I'm a fan of the performance liner. I think it may be the next new thing in cornhole. I can't see why. I don't see a downside to it. In other words, there's an upside. I don't see a downside to it yet. I like it. B3 offers it now in all of their bags. You have an option to add it in all the bags. The Justice, the Ranger, and the Coyotes all come automatically with the liner. The other bags right now have the option to add it in there. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're buying a B3 bag, add that liner. I think you're going to love it. You're going to thank me for it later. Now, availability. They have a website, b3cornhole.com. You can go in there, order bags. The bags run, these Justice runs $70, $69.95, whatever. $70 shipped to you for a set of bags. If you want the ACO stamp on there, it's another $10. So you're going $80 shipped to you with the stamp. $70 shipped to you without the stamp. It's at the low end, extremely reasonable. These bags are well worth that $70. You're getting more than your money's worth. I highly recommend these Justice to you. Go get yourself a set. Pick up a set, $70. You're gonna love them. You're gonna win a lot of games with them. So definitely check out the Justice with B3 Cornhole. I thank you guys so much for support, and I thank you for watching.